2019, I mean, if you look at the SEC play, especially in the West, there were some high-power offenses, high-power wide receivers. And let's focus on one of your matchups in 2019 versus LSU. You lost by 3 points. And if you go back and look at that story year for LSU, you guys played them the toughest. I mean, you took them down to the wire, ended up losing by 3 points. But that game was a close game. But what do you remember the most about that matchup? Number one, going against the Heisman winner in Joe Burrow, who's playing having an outstanding career so far in the National Football League. And then you look at the wide receivers, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. Tell us a little bit about that matchup.
Going into that game, that was my first career start in college football. So I was
Wait a minute. That was your first start against LSU?
That was my first start going against Jamar Chase the whole time. So, like, going into that game, my mindset was not to let my brothers down and everything. And then Kevin Steele, he came with a good defensive strategy. So I feel like we was great. We had great D linemen, Derek Brown. So the pressure was there always. But that game there, going against Jamar Chase, that's when I gave him my confidence. That was some plays when he caught the ball on me. But there was some plays that a lot of people ain't see that I really did good. And he didn't score on me. So that kind of like gave my confidence and getting the interception for Joe Burrow too.
You picked up Joe?
Yes, sir. I did.
Okay. Well, describe the route and describe the play. What was the play called defensively for you guys, and what route did you get, and what receiver did you pick off?
I don't know the play. I don't know exactly, but I remember I was in bracket. It's like bracket. Inside here from the safety, me and the safety doing bracket. But before that drive though. Jamar Chase had called a 9 route on me. He caught it on me. He almost moved, but I stopped him. So I went to the sideline. They like, you good? I'm hard on myself. Then coach told him go right back out there. This is a crucial game situation. He said, next drive, go back out there. We good. Next time they tried me again, and that's when I caught the interception from the 9 ball, but he tried to throw a back shoulder. And they didn't try to throw the ball at him. So I feel like that was great for me in the future because I started picking up week by week.
Yeah. And I mean, one thing I can say about you, watching you, covering the SEC, of course, CBS and the relationship with the SEC, and watching you being a fan of your game, you have been battle tested. I mean, your first start in 2019 came against the champions in LSU, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. You look at some of the other elite wide receivers you played against throughout your collegiate career, you've been battle tested. Now, when you look at the guys from LSU and then your time at Auburn playing against the guys from Alabama, who would you say was the best group of receivers you faced? And some of the names we can throw out, you just mentioned Chase, you just mentioned Jefferson, you look at Devontae, you look at Waddle, Ruggs. And this past year, you also played against Dotson, right, from Penn State, the whiteout game, when you guys had the white face mask, by the way. I think Auburn should wear the white face mask all the time. Forget the blue face masks and the orange. That white face mask, the white helmet, was fire. And you got Treylon Burks from Arkansas. Now, when you look at those list of wide receivers, Roger, I mean, give me your top 3 out of all the guys you faced in your collegiate career.
First, I would say what the toughest matchup was. I would say John Mechie. That was the tense one right there. And I would say Jamar Chase and Devontae Smith.
I like it. I like Mechie. Mechie is not an underrated wide receiver, but that guy can go.
That was my first time actually sticking him, and just that whole game. Yeah, it was just intense. That's the reason I said it was him.
Are you a trash talker?
Nah, no, sir.
And any of those guys talk trash to you?
And I had to. That was my last game. I had to talk trash to him.
Okay, a different Roger showed up in your last Iron Bowl, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I talk trash sometimes. It depends on the game.
And speaking of John Mechie, this year in the Iron Bowl, you had an outstanding game. You had 4 PBUs, played high-level football, was playing against Jamison Williams until he got ejected. How good is Jamison?
Oh, Jamison, I say he's a great player. Going into that game, that was my main target. Coaching them wanted me to stick Jamison.
Yeah, you were following him, right?
Yeah, the beginning of the game, because he controls the offense. I say he's like the deep threat, the guys who can make plays. He's a playmaker. So going to that game, I know it wasn't going to be easy.
How fast is he? Because when I look at when I watched him this past year, when I looked at Waddle, Ruggs, Devontae, some of the other fast guys, even your former teammate, Schwartz, who plays with the Browns, man, how fast is Jameson when you compare some of the other elite high-speed guys you faced?
I would say Jameson up there with Anthony Schwartz. That I would say he behind Anthony Schwartz. Anthony Schwartz, that's a whole different level right there. I'm not gonna lie. I'm against him every day at practice. I see him in person. But yeah. Jameson right there behind him though.